Welcome to the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Unfiltered laughs, honest conversations, and everything in between.
This is your backstage pass to the best moments from Ryder and Lisa.
On demand.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.
There's a recent study that's been done, and it was put on by a CBD company.
Okay.
Which can be found in the marijuana. And it was, hey, listen, CBD can calm you down quite a bit. From these things, here's the list of the things people hate the most. Unexpected guests coming in at number 1.
Yeah. I mean, having to put a bra on just to answer the door? No.
I love when people drop by. There's nothing that brings me more joy than when a friend is just like, hey, I was in the neighborhood. Number 2, lagging Wi-Fi. Number 3 is...
What? Leggings and Wi-Fi?
No. Your autobiography. Lagging Wi-Fi. Like
lagging.
When it lags.
You're saying leggings.
No, I'm saying lagging.
Whatever. That's annoying to me. That should be added to the list.
Oh, yeah. You're top of my list right now, too. Loud chewing coming in at number 3.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
And number 4 was the sound of heavy breathing. Once again, these are the biggest annoyances in North Americans right now. Research done by CBDFX.
Okay, so I was at a play once, and the guy beside me had a nose whistle.
Okay.
For 2 hours.
Ah.
But he was dating my friend at the time, so I didn't have the confidence to be like, can you start breathing through your mouth? There was an update yesterday in the whole Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni case. So she filed a lawsuit against his studios back in December of 2024. Alleging that she was harassed on set and that he retaliated against her for bringing those complaints, among other allegations. Then he had a defamation suit,
like
countersuit for $400 million. Anyway, so then he brings in Taylor Swift to kind of be on his side and prove that like she was used to persuade decisions that were made. It's a whole thing. And it's kind of obvious Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are not on good terms.
But also Taylor probably just wants nothing to do with this. But if you're subpoenaed to appear in court.
Well, because I think Taylor Swift is such a good friend. And then realizing that Blake Lively was kind of using her to gain power in this film. She's like, oh, I don't mess with that. Like, I'm distancing myself from this loser. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this. Anyway.
But you have no proof of that part of this
No, it's just what I assume.
Okay.
Anyway.
I like how you're dishing out some facts and some just swinging.
Opinions for sure. No, but this is a major setback for Justin. The judge has thrown out his countersuit for $400 million. It's been dismissed by the judge. But that doesn't mean this is over. Like, they could rewrite it and come back again. There's a deadline on the 23rd for him to
file another,
try to get back into this.
Why don't they all just drop it and go volunteer for a bit somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money.
Like, go do something. I mean, with your time that makes you feel good rather than this nonsense. I do understand why he countersued.
No, I understand kind of from both sides if there's valid points being made. Ryan Reynolds has been busy making his scrambled box at Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
And
I think he just bought another sports franchise, or a racing team, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a sailing team?
Is he also producing the upcoming Oilers documentary?
Yeah, he's busy. His production company is...
He's doing okay.
Called The Great Ones, about the dynasty run in the 80s for the Oilers. He is just trying to stay out of the house as much as possible.
Also that.
Doesn't seem like a pleasant place to be.
So does all of this mean we're not getting the second movie? Because I don't think a sequel's coming anytime soon. Let's get into another episode of Connor McDavid postgame interview, Anessa swearing.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't our best. Not our best at all. I don't think our best has shown up all series long. But it's coming. You know, shift the focus to finding a way to get a win in game 4.
There it is.
How do you edit that so good?
Fort Chipewyan RCMP, that's in northern Alberta, like right on the northeastern tip, pretty much. A place that has struggled with wildfires. They have just arrested or charged 3 people after setting off fireworks during a fire ban.
Isn't it like 80% of wildfires are started by humans?
Yeah.
It's definitely between like 60.
I think it was like 67% is what I heard the other day, which is way too high. When you think of the damage that they do, like, my God. Anyway, these dumbasses are lighting off fireworks in the middle of a fire ban. They've been handed $600 fines. That's not enough.
Right.
Like, I've gotten parking tickets that after not paying them have almost been $600.
Right.
Like, doesn't that feel like it should be jail time? If you're...
Or enough of a fine that makes them go, okay, let's never do that again because that's not worth it.
Right. At least they were easy to bust. Like, the cops are probably like, oh, yeah, they're right over there. Because the fireworks.
SOS kind of signaling.
Yeah, dead giveaway.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling it today. I think we're going to give away $1,000.
I hope so. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
This city needs it, you
Yeah, anything to get excited about.
know? Time for a big win.
Yeah. All right, Caitlin. Your job is to choose a teammate. They will leave the studio. The other host will give you 5 words. You have 25 seconds to tell them the first word that comes to mind for each. We'll invite your teammate back in for every word that matches with yours. It's $25 in your pocket. If all 5 match, it's $1,000. So who's your teammate, Caitlin?
Ryder.
All right. Goodbye, Ryder.
Let's get it.
All right, Caitlin, I'm starting that 25-second timer after I say the first word. Good luck.
Thank you.
What comes to your mind when I say kite?
Clothes.
Sausage.
Meat.
Catch.
Ball.
Toasted.
Toast.
Tap.
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 Water.
T-A-P. Water?
Yeah.
And for the first word, I think you thought I said tight with a T, right?
Yeah. Oh, did you say kite?
I said kite.
Oh, wait, fly.
Good answers. Let's get Ryder back in the studio and give you some money. Ryder might have been onto something. I'm feeling good about this round. Welcome back, Ryder.
Thank you.
What comes to your mind when I say kite?
Fly.
$25. Nice work, Caitlin. Catch.
There's 2 words here.
Catch.
I'm going to say throw.
Ball. What comes to mind, Ryder, when I say sausage? For $50.
Sausage.
Do you want to come back to this one?
Yep.
Tap. T-A-P. Tap.
Pay.
Water was Caitlin's answer.
Oh.
You're losing confidence. Get some confidence back in you.
Pay was a good answer, too,
Yeah,
though.
it was good. Toasted.
Bagel.
Caitlin said toast. Great answer. Last but not least, for $50, we've got 25. Sausage.
I'm going to say patty.
Oh, my God.
Meat is what Caitlin said.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Caitlin, you did your best. We're proud of you. You picked up $25.
Hey, thank you so much.
I was having an off day. Sorry about that, Caitlin. Meat was a way better answer than patty.
I liked it.
I was also thinking party, which might have...
Sausage party?
Yeah, which also...
Big fan of the Seth Rogen movie, or are you referencing something else?
Well, yeah, just a
All
sausage party. So
I wonder if anyone else said sausage party. Hit us up on the text line if you were on the same wavelength as Ryder today.
I had that in my mind, and then Patty was just really close to that, you know?
I mean,
Anyway.
getting $25 added to your bank account. Why not? That's lunch.
Next chance to play tomorrow morning at 7:50. The Trailer Park Boys going to be performing at Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. This includes a performance from Bubbles and the S Rockets. That would be his band. So his song about mustard and bologna and liquor and ladies definitely going to get some exposure that day. 9,000 people, I think, is what they can get at the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival.
Yeah, are people going to be Shazamming the song from the crowd?
That'll probably be the biggest live crowd Bubbles has ever performed in front of.
Amazing.
You can win tickets with us all week, including we got VIP tickets to give away on Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
So do you want to do this around this time?
Yeah.
Every day of the week? So,
You got it.
okay, so if you don't win the tickets today, you got lots of other chances throughout the week around 8, 10 a.m.
Come on back tomorrow. So we're doing Rickyisms. This is one of the characters from Trailer Park Boys who quite often gets phrases wrong. Like when he asked his lady to marry him, instead of, will you marry me? His exact wording was, do you want to get married by me?
So close.
That's just an example, okay? So I'm going to give you what the actual phrase is and 3 options for how he got it wrong. You let me know which one you think he said.
Okay, so all you have to do to try and win these tickets is text in either option A, B, or C after Ryder reads them out. 780-784-7107. Good luck.
From the episode Righties, Loosies, Lefties, Tighties, which is also a Rickyism, the quote he was trying to say was, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Okay? Did he say A, one chain is not stronger if it's linked to another chain? B, you'll only break if you have a weak person in the chain gang?
Okay.
Or C, a link is only as long as your longest strong chain?
All right, so text in A, B, or C. What do you think Ricky said on this episode?
Instead of a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, did he say A, one chain is not stronger if it's linked to another chain? B, you'll only break if you have a weak person in the chain gang? Or C, a link is only as long as your longest strong chain?
Good luck. We will announce what the correct answer is next, and we'll randomly select someone that guessed correctly.
The answer was C for Rickyisms. He said a link is only as long as your longest strong chain. And Matt won the tickets today.
You got that right.
Congratulations, Matt. If you didn't win, just consider it water under the fridge.
That's great.
It's another Rickyism.
It is a thing, too, though, when you kick the ice under and it melts.
Exactly.
It's not
It's just
that off.
water under the fridge.
But yeah, we'll have tickets to give away all week and VIP passes on Friday, which is pretty awesome.
There's a new trend that you're embracing.
Yeah, I love it.
You started painting freckles on your face about a year ago, or did you not want people to know that?
No, I don't care. I've actually been doing it for years.
Okay. And was that a trend, or did you just kind of come up with fake freckles?
I don't think I came up with it. I was definitely influenced. I don't know from who, but
Was it just somebody with actual freckles?
maybe.
Okay.
Well, there was a stretch there where people were getting them tattooed on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A lot of people use henna, so I just use my eyebrow pencil and I love it.
And then quite often when you have a big pimple, you'll paint it like it's a beauty mark
Yeah,
or a birth mole.
it works.
Uh-huh.
But no, the latest thing that I'm seeing, and I did it today,
For facial trends.
is you add enough blush to your face, like cream blush, that you look a little bit sunburnt. It looks like you went outside when I never go outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I've got a similar coloring right now, but it's because I've been outside having fun.
Yes, of course. No, and it's not the 80s blush, if that's the first thought that comes to your mind. Like, what do you mean?
Sure.
It's not just on my cheeks.
Right. You kind of make your whole face just a
little bit pink.
couple tones redder.
But not the whole face. Like, you want to go on the points where you'd get the most sun if you genuinely got a little bit too much sun. So the tip of your nose, right underneath your eyes on like the fluffiest part of your cheeks, and maybe a little bit on the top of your forehead. And you just blend it in to the point where you just look like you were outside.
Have you ever thought of possibly, instead of doing that, going outside?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm going to embrace the trend that people talked about years ago, where they would buy fake plants from HomeSense or the dollar store and plant them in their garden. Because why am I spending $300 annually to plant flowers
on
that are
annuals?
On annuals, exactly. That just look like somebody stomped on them.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody did. Maybe people that walk by are like, those are ugly, and they step on them.
I have never met anybody that has taken this many runs at being a gardener and failed so miserably.
I am the laughingstock of my girlfriend group chat when it comes to gardens, baking, having bad luck when it comes to getting services done, like my nails. Every single time I get my nails done, it's either a cut or not what I asked for whatsoever.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I'm cursed.
I mean, in past generations, you would have had a pretty rough time.
Yeah, I'd be the laughingstock of the small town.
For sure.
You can't be the person that can't grow a garden.
But now you're a successful businesswoman, so just pay somebody to do it.
They didn't get back to me. I sent a picture of my garden, and they went, ghosted
Good
me.
luck.
No, literally, they did not respond. They left me on red, and I went, I guess I'll do it myself. And they're all dead.
So you tried to pay somebody this year, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just do the fake plants.
See, cursed. Like, why can't I even get someone to write me back? Fake flowers. It was a thing for a while where people were planting fake flowers for when like their mother-in-law was coming to town. It's an actual thing.
Come on, mother-in-laws would sniff that out in a second.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way that you got away with this.
No, like they'd be over there touching it. This sure looks fake to me.
I had a coworker once. Her name's Cassie, and she went 3 years watering a plant in her house that she thought was real. That is a true story. So maybe some of them do look legit.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's an option. Just plant some fake plants. Lisa was talking about the trials and tribulations of trying to have a green thumb, but not having one. What's up?
Good. I just wanted to call and chat with Lisa to make sure she didn't feel alone.
Oh my gosh, tell me more.
I cannot grow anything to save my life. We have this beautiful garden area in the front of our house, and I've tried. And my mother-in-law, a couple years in a row, planted flowers in the garden for Mother's Day. I was like, girl, if they die, don't come at me. And they did. And now my children are like, we want to grow lettuce and we want to grow peas. And I'm like, cool, are you going to water it? Because I'm not.
Yeah, I've given up. I'm over it. Like, I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to buy snap peas, okay?
Right. Listen, I just AI generated a part of my garden to do it all in artificial flowers and bought everything on Amazon. And that is happening this weekend because I cannot grow anything, but I still like the look of flowers.
Okay.
And I would like for it to look pretty.
You need to send us a picture of it when you're done, okay? Will you text it into the show next week?
I will text it in and I will show you and you will follow suit because it is going to, I feel like it's going to change my life.
Okay, perfect. What's your name?
Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it.
Okay, so I think we're all being lied to because I just searched artificial flowers online. Over 1,000 bundles have been bought this year alone. Just this one that I'm looking at. Are your garden flowers fake? Can everyone please just be honest with me? Because I drive by homes that have these beautiful flowers that are never falling apart or looking pathetic. Are they fake?
You're getting pretty jealous. Maybe they're fake.
Is everyone doing this and no one's talking to me? This reminds me of when all my friends were getting preventative Botox and no one told me.
Yeah.
And I was so behind.
You're like, I'm aging so much
I
more
was like,
rapidly.
what? And they're like, well, don't you get preventative Botox? I'm like, aren't we supposed to talk about these things and not gatekeep things?
You don't have to start crying about it.
Well, what the heck is going on?
Which sauces people like dipping their stuff in most?
I didn't talk to you for like 3 days when you brought home the wrong dipping sauce for my nuggets. Remember that?
Yeah.
Dipping sauce matters.
So now I don't ask you if you want anything anymore.
Yeah, you just eat privately.
I do.
Secretly in parking
Secret
lots.
cheeseburgers.
Remember when I
get
checked
one
your
a day.
location?
Yes. You're like, how's Carl's Jr.?
I was so mad. And specifically, I zoomed in and he was in the drive-thru.
They did a big study on dipping sauces, and they found that some, they didn't even realize how many people liked these, are quite popular. Like tartar sauce for your French fries.
I like mayo with French fries, but I've never thought to do tartar sauce. What a world.
I guess if you're eating fish and chips,
Yeah.
and you start dipping.
That's true.
Dipping here, dipping there, dipping everywhere. Scrambled eggs with barbecue sauce is apparently getting more and more popular.
I can't do that. Hot sauce, though. So maybe. It just seems a little too sweet for me. Next.
Those are the ones that they were the most surprised by.
Oh, okay.
Now, of the things people like dipping food into, like out of things people like using sauce for, French fries was number one, which is mainly ketchup. But
Ketchup, but also
it's harder.
mayo, donair sauce, anything. Barbecue sauce.
So fries was one, chicken nuggets was two.
Yes.
And 61% reach for a bottle of sauce when they're getting ready to eat a hot dog. Those are the top three things people like sauce for.
Not Connor McDavid. Doesn't like condiments. He doesn't even put pasta sauce on his noodles.
No.
Do you know that? Well, he's scared of ketchup. We know that. But he won't even put sauce on his pasta. And he eats pasta and chicken before game days. But his sauce,
It's just butter?
no, it's mashed up sweet potato.
Come on,
I swear.
Connor.
I listened to a Leon Draisaitl interview, and he was talking because they were trying to see if they were best friends, if they knew everything about each other. So they were asked the same question, like, what's their pre-game meal? And both of them said chicken and pasta, okay, with tomato sauce. And Leon was like, no, McDavid does not do sauces. A sauce to him is just mashed up sweet potato.
I don't like it. I don't like it. That's the first thing I've heard about him that I'm like,
I don't know how I feel about that.
You ever ordered something that didn't come as advertised? I remember I got you that blanket once that was the size of a tea towel.
Yeah.
That was a whoops.
It was supposed to be like a reading blanket,
Yeah.
one of those woven ones that are always advertised on Facebook. Yeah, you got scammed.
Big time. I just saw a video of a Russian TV company that had this new unbreakable TV. They promised that this thing is durable.
It's good for sports fans that get really passionate when their
guess.
team is
I
losing.
was trying to think, when else do you need a super durable TV? Like maybe if you have a fishing shack or something that you're hauling it around. But like, that's probably the safest thing in my house is my TV. You know what I mean? It just stays there. But anyway, that's what they were marketing. Super durable TV. They got a UFC fighter to come and punch it to see if they could break it. They did. So now the video's gone viral and like their entire business plan.
Somebody leaked that video. That was
For
not
sure.
supposed to get posted.
100% it wasn't supposed to.
Whoops.
So hit us up if you have a story of something that you ordered that didn't come as advertised. I came across an interesting study that's been done recently at the University of Saskatchewan. So you know how they say people look like their dogs?
Yes, Stanley and I are twins. We're both blondes, needy.
Yeah. So here's what they figured out. One of the main reasons you think that is because owners may have parallel personality traits like extroversion or anxiety levels. And when you see them both together, if they both have similar personality traits, there's a chance you'll think that they kind of look alike.
Oh.
Another reason is a lot of people will choose pets that physically resemble them.
I wonder if that's why when I saw a picture of Stanley,
Yeah.
I went, oh, that's my dog. I need to go get him.
Uh-huh.
Weird.
In particular, there's a correlation between a woman's hair length and the ear length of her dog. That's a big one that they found.
Weird.
And you have long hair, and your dog has long ears, so that lines up as well. Some similarities like weight could be due to a shared lifestyle. So if you look a lot like your dog shape-wise, it's because maybe you're both not eating the best or you're both very physically fit. And then people's perception of their own dogs and their expectations can also play a role, as we may be unintentionally rewarding dogs for being more like us, and then they start acting more like you as well. These are all the things that all these studies from the U of S found. Why people kind of resemble their dogs.
So why doesn't this work for you and your dog, Gordon? He's got a lot of hair. He's smart. Just kidding.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Thanks for being a part of the Ryder and Lisa community. If you liked hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe and share the laughs with your friends.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.